This is an old photo. It says cracking open a boy with the cold one.
Say that again. A what?
An old photo.
Photo.
This is the Bill Squire Show.
Yeah. But he's like, I want to actually write a piece where he's just lamenting his life as a vampire. Like Brad Pitt in an interview with a vampire.
Where do you want me to send these to?
Wait, you're butting around the corner, Tommy.
Send him on over.
Did you have any mean nicknames? Did kids ever call you any mean things? Oh my
Surprisingly,
God.
no.
It like was here and then it's gone. There it is.
One time I messaged Mary like years ago. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, has anyone... I felt super creative. I was like, hey, when you were a kid, did anyone ever call you Scary Mantora? And she was just like, all the time. I'm like, shit. I felt like
you
super
thought you were
creative.
super creative, but you're as a... She's like, everybody thought of that?
Yeah. She was just like, oh, yeah, people called me that. I'm like, hey, it's Scary Mantora, everybody. Ooh, everybody look, it's Scary Mantora. Ooh.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Bill Squire Show. I'm Bill Squire. I'll let you guys introduce yourself this week.
I'm Tommi LC.
That doesn't feel right.
Do you want to introduce her?
Yeah, Tommi LC.
AJ DeCosmo.
Bill Squire. I don't mind introducing
I like
myself.
that. That made me feel more comfortable.
Okay.
We'll introduce each other.
All right.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And I'll just introduce myself. Cavs won. We just finished watching that. That's fucking awesome. We're stoked about that. But that's not... This isn't a sports podcast, but sometimes we talk about sports. But right now, let's get into... It's the holiday season. My Christmas tree's already up.
That's what I saw.
I put it up on November 1st because I just love Christmas so much. I love having Jesus' hot, sweaty... wet, sticky spirit all inside me.
That's awesome.
And that's the baby
with
Jesus. Yeah. That's the baby Jesus. Just all up in me. Give me that Christmas spirit. Jesus all over my face. You can ruin Christmas in so many ways. But people get mad at me for, like, first of all, that thing I was going for is people be like, it's too early to put up your Christmas tree. I don't. And then there's some people like, oh, Charlie Brown called. He wants his Christmas tree back. People are hilarious, you know, because it's just a little tiny one. And then there's the guy that's still kind of going at it. And this is like 3 days later where he's like, well, in my house, we believe in Jesus and celebrate Christmas. You can't do one or the other.
I'm not only am I an atheist, I'm gonna go a step further. I'm an anti-theist. I think it's all bad, and I don't want it to be true. I want it to be really, really not true. But
Well, you're in luck.
I am in luck.
I have a pretty good hunch, because like, and I did like this series of tweets a couple weeks ago. Let's go to those, because like making some jokes about God and stuff like that, which, you know, they're fun for me. I like doing things like that.
They're funny.
They're pretty funny.
They're funny.
I will say that Christmas is better than the story of Jesus.
Oh, we
agree.
totally punched it up
Christmas has outkicked the story of Jesus.
by far. That, and what made it so good is pulling from it's the same thing that makes anything good, is you can't just keep the same story and expect it to be good. Just like in the NFL, you can't keep the same offense. You can't have the Bill Walsh West Coast offense in this day and age. You need to grab from other offenses and integrate that. It needs to evolve and then grow.
And then want to know what's really funny about me? That is just like Christians will be like, "Oh, but you can't take Christmas from us." Oh, you mean like how you took it from the pagans?
Right.
Boom.
They're getting the holiday taken from them.
Yeah.
It's my holiday now.
Yeah. We've taken it. I like the commercialized Christmas. Fuck you, Charlie Brown.
Exactly.
I
Christmas-
want the commercial Christmas. I want the presents. I want the
Candy.
I want
Cookies.
cookies, and I want to have a good time, get drunk, and not even you don't have to mention baby Jesus. I don't give no fuck about. I don't give no fuck about some dirty baby born in a barn.
I think more than you think. I think so. I mean, because like the last I checked, like atheism is the strongest growing belief system in the world. But that means that,
and we don't even have to proselytize.
Right.
People are just figuring it out
on their own.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. I don't know how I can't prove it, obviously, but that's why you can trust me, is because I don't have the answers. but
you're honest about not having the answers.
Right.
A lot of the people, like the preachers and stuff, they're like, "Oh, I have all the answers. You turn to God at any time." So,
all you have to do is just think about it logically.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
not their
fairly
strong
certain,
suit.
I'm fairly certain there is no life after death, and let me tell you why.
Yeah.
We're born with certain knowledge, right? Mm-hmm. We're born knowing things. We're born knowing we need food, sustenance.
Instincts, yes.
We're born knowing who our mother is.
Mm-hmm.
We're born knowing that we need to be sheltered.
Yeah.
Don't you think that there'd be an inherent knowing if there was something after this instead of our biological instinct to stay alive at all costs? Which is why,
It's a
I don't know.
good point.
I don't know. There's also the other point, like when somebody dies, what's your first instinct?
It's not woohoo.
Right.
I'm going to see him again. No, it's
that
sadness.
lucky son of a bitch.
It's sadness. Do you know why it's sadness? Because you're never going to fucking see him again. You're not going to.
Well,
it's your biological instincts.
And there's some people that I think, and that's kind of the thing, like where I handle death, I feel like better than some other people that I know because they are trying to convince themselves that they're gonna see him again and that they still exist in some form. And I just and it's honestly more comforting for me to just be like, and not even comforting. It's just final. Yeah. It's a beginning and an end. Mm-hmm. And beginning and an end, I can wrap my brain around. I can't wrap my brain around something that I don't understand because it's not there because there's no proof.
Right.
So I'm not going to be like, oh, I'll see you again on the other side, or my grandpa's looking down on me. Which stop it, Grandpa. I masturbate a lot.
He does. And
but 21 times a month it helps prevent heart disease. And
wait, hold on. You only
healthy.
masturbate 21 times a month?
I'm saying if you do,
that's the bare minimum.
if you do, or no, it's prostate cancer. If you masturbate 21 times a month, it lowers your
chances of getting prostate cancer.
Chances of getting prostate cancer.
That's why I
you need to
masturbate
masturbate more.
times a month.
Yeah, that's why I try to knock it out right at the beginning of the month.
That's right. Try to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I love?
7 times a day for the first 3 days, and you're good.
Yeah.
You know what I love though?
What?
Is when
Coming.
I love ejaculating. It's my favorite thing in the world, and I think about how much I don't believe in God when I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. When you're like talking to a Christian or whatever, or any of any faith, and you go like, prove it. And they can't. And then they go, well, you proved there's not. It's just like, no.
I don't have to.
No. That's not how evidence works.
I don't have to prove something I don't believe in.
Right. Well, it's not even that. It's the burden of proof doesn't fall on me.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not the one making a claim.
Yeah.
You're the one that said a guy died 2,000 years ago and came back to life based on eyewitness testimony 2,000 years ago.
And died 2,000 years ago, came back to life, and that was his Father in heaven's plan for him to do that, which why you gotta fucking kill your son to, like, we didn't ask you to do that. It's your plan. You can make
we
up
can do
a
an entire
different plan.
fucking show. It's not a monotheistic religion either. They believe in 3 gods.
3 gods.
The Father, the Son, and the Bird. They got the fucking
the bird. We call it the Holy Ghost.
Whatever. It's a fucking bird. It's a fucking bird. And then like the church goes like, no, they're one and the same. It's like water. It's like ice, and it's like be this different things.
So wait, they're trying to say it's water, steam, and
no, they use that as like a allegorical
all their
comparison.
allegorical
It doesn't make
comparisons
sense.
are so
Not
shitty.
good.
Because want to know why? Because if you take a
You're
glass
so
of
fired
water,
up. I love how far
if
you
you
go.
take a glass of water. And I've heard Christians of all walks of life use this comparison. If you take a glass of water, it can't be 3 at the same time. Mm-hmm. And if they were all the same, then who the fuck was Jesus praying to when he was dying on the cross? Who forsaked him?
Yeah.
His fucking dad. Oh, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like when you examine it closer, there's so many goddamn holes in it.
Can I go through my tweets? Because I really...
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because basically, I was like, oh, people that on the, people like this cancel culture, like throwing this around, like, who has done a lot of cancel culture? God. So I'm just kind of using cancel culture type thinking against God. So God saying I can't get into heaven unless I follow his rules is a violation of my freedom.
You're goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
Is it him though?
It's his rules.
I know, but I'm not religious, but can't everyone be saved? So technically,
But you have to believe in him.
But I don't know that they do.
You have to follow his rules to get in. So if you don't follow his rules, you're not in, which is a violation of my freedom.
Not even that. You're not even that. Like,
but isn't that kind of messed up though?
Yeah, it's
like,
super messed up.
Like if
it's
you're
dumb as fuck.
Right. Go on with your tweets.
No,
now I'll go too.
No, I like what you're getting into it too.
It's fucking stupid.
Right.
Like even from like a logical thing, throw away all of it.
Yeah.
All of like the philosophical reasons as to why it's bullshit, and all of the like negative shit. It's a guy didn't die,
right,
and come back to life.
Yeah.
That didn't fucking happen.
Well, he's got to be cruel if just because you don't follow his rules, you're not going to go there because
he's a segregationist,
right?
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Is like,
well, that makes sense. Then.
You're Christian. I'm not. You know I'm a good person.
Yeah.
But your God still won't let me in.
Yeah,
because you didn't do the dance.
Right.
Yeah, because you didn't accept my sacrifice.
That's a
You didn't accept my sacrifice.
Here's another one.
I sacrificed myself.
Adam and Eve getting the boot from the Garden of Eden is the first example of cancel culture.
Fucking A. And you know why? Do you know why they got booted? Do you know why they got booted from the Garden of Eden?
Because
they wanted to eat
devil.
from the tree of knowledge.
Yeah, because they wanted to know
knowledge
things.
is so
Yeah, knowledge is so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, big scary knowledge.
Whereas NBC wants us to know that the more you know, the better. That's implied. They don't say the better, but the more you know with the star going across.
You don't even.
So
have
I'll
to
listen
think
to
about
TV,
it.
not
you
God.
Think about that hard.
Yeah.
What were your memories of World War II?
Mine?
Yeah.
I didn't go
You didn't
there.
fucking exist.
Just playing Call of Duty.
There.
You want to hear an old joke that I used to do?
Sure.
When Call of Duty, one of them came out, and I was playing the new Call of Duty, and they put you on World War II, and this game is so realistic because I was playing with my grandpa, and he died in the war.
You were playing with your grandma. That's so funny.
God drowning the entire earth except one family. It's shaking my head. Cancel culture is out of control.
It is out of control, and God is a culprit of it.
Or the time when God told Abraham to abort his son, and then I was like, psych.
Yep, here's a lamb. Here's a lamb.
The time that Jesus was a real Karen at the temple, flipping tables and shit. Wish someone caught that on
No
video.
one's allowed to have fun in my house.
Yeah, get out of here with your money changers. God in the Bible, keep the Sabbath holy or die. Modern Christians, church was fun. Now let's go be mean to a server at the Cracker Barrel. That's the thing too, is the hypocrisy of so many Christians where they're just total shitty people,
Yeah.
and they try to justify it in so many ways.
Yeah.
John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Me as a child, and this is something I seriously thought as a child, but doesn't God make the rules? So couldn't he just let us go to heaven without killing Jesus?
Right.
Right?
And
doesn't make sense.
That's like when they go, no, it doesn't work like that, and I go, but why?
Right.
And they don't have an answer,
No.
and I'm like, oh, this is
You win the
like-
moment they say, oh, we don't understand. God has a plan. We don't understand
Yeah.
it. He's mysterious. He's got a divine brain. It's all fucking horseshit. And you're just chasing your fucking tail around. I'm sorry. It gets me heated. It's dumb.
It's very dumb, but I do think it's important for some people to stay decent people.
and that shows how bad of a person that person is.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
Like,
like,
if you're a
I would
person-
be a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Right. Yeah.
I used to be. I was a piece of shit. And then I found Jesus, and now I'm a better person.
Right.
Like, that's what's keeping you on track. Like, you don't want to just be a good person because it feels good to be a
Right.
good person. Like, generally, like, it's a nice thing to do. You are only a good person because you're trying to get some sort of eternal reward.
Why didn't he just turn the cross into wine?
Yeah.
Why didn't he just go up? It's wine now. Whoop, pull out the
Now
nails.
let's party.
No
and
more
start-
nails.
And then the Caddyshack song starts playing, everybody's drinking the cross wine.
And everyone's just like, oh my God, he must be the king of the Jews. Look at that. Wow.
He could have turned himself into wine.
You want him to crucify the bartender?
Yeah. Nobody had to die. Also, they always talked about like how he bled from every pore. Bleeding doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
yeah.
It doesn't.
You can bleed, but like they say, like yeah, that's how much he was suffering. I'm like, no, if they were ripping open every pore
Right.
to get the blood out, that's one thing. But just
And
sweating
he
blood,
wasn't bleeding from every pore. He would have lost blood and died before he got nailed.
We know that.
No, I
That's
know,
all,
but I
yeah.
watched the Mel Gibson movie.
Oh, I actually never saw it.
He would have been dead
I
in
saw
the
it front
first
row.
20 minutes. He would have been dead in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's fucking dead. I'm like,
Well, it's a movie.
I thought the writing was great.
You got to suspend some disbelief if you want to get through it.
That being said, I do think the Bible and religion should be taught in public schools.
I think as long as they teach all of them.
Yeah.
If they teach all of them, then I'm all for it.
Especially Christianity, because you can't really understand or grasp a lot of things in Western culture without a rudimentary understanding of the Bible. Like you can't like listen to like, you know, the classical composers or appreciate classic art without understanding at least a rudimentary knowledge of Christian teachings.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Western world is so based in that.
Yeah.
So,
But not from a theological standpoint,
Yeah.
from like a cultural standpoint. The same way like we study like the Greek myths.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to pivot from that and play this clip by John Cleese about extremism, because yesterday there was a bunch of QAnon people.
That was so funny. I was just like, this isn't real.
They're hanging
It's
out.
real.
They're hanging out. They're waiting for
Dealey-
JFK
is
Jr.
it Dealey Plaza?
Dealey Plaza, yeah.
And they're waiting for JFK Jr. to appear and say Trump's president again. Which even if John F. Kennedy Jr. was alive, what authority does he have
Right.
to put Donald Trump back in the White House?
Oh, you mean-
also, Donald Trump won the election according to these people, so
He's still president.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, yeah.
And
So like you guys is logic.
what's even
yeah.
funnier than that, they still think JFK Sr. is still alive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like 104 years old.
You can watch that shit on YouTube.
It's great.
You can watch his brains come out of his head. They didn't have CGI back then, which honestly, the Zapruder film is really
Hilarious.
beautiful cinematography.
It's great.
It's really. Have you ever watched it?
What did you
Let's
say?
watch the Zapruder film.
Oh,
It's like
No.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
You ever seen the video of JFK getting shot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Zapruder
Oh,
film.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know
we'll
what that
skip
word
it then. You
was.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful
It is
piece of
actually,
history.
yeah. All right, well, let's watch this John Cleese thing, and then I'll pull up that. So this is John Cleese talking about extremism, and I saw it, and the quote was kind of cropped down, and it wasn't talking about extremism on both sides. And there's also a dated clip. This is from like 36 years ago, and he's talking about Great Britain. So when he's talking about the left, some of the things that they're attacking in Great Britain at that time were things like public school, which obviously in our America is not something the left is attacking. So we'll play it and then, but it's a great quote. So I'm going to play, it's 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So if you like this podcast, I imagine you can handle John Cleese talking for 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Seriously, though, we've heard a lot about extremism recently. A nastier, harsher atmosphere everywhere, more abuse and bother boy behavior, less friendliness and tolerance and respect for opponents. All right, but what we never hear about extremism is its advantages. Well, the biggest advantage of extremism is that it makes you feel good because it provides you with enemies. Let me explain. The great thing about having enemies is that you can pretend that all the badness in the whole world is in your enemies and all the goodness in the whole world is in you. Attractive, isn't it? So, if you have a lot of anger and resentment in you anyway, and you therefore enjoy abusing people, then you can pretend that you're only doing it because these enemies of yours are such very bad persons. And that if it wasn't for them, you'd actually be good-natured and courteous and rational all the time. So, if you want to feel good, become an extremist. Okay, now you have a choice. If you join the hard left, they'll give you their list of authorized enemies. Almost all kinds of authority, especially the police, the city, Americans, judges, multinational corporations, public schools, furriers, newspaper owners, fox hunters, generals, class traitors, and, of course, moderates. Or, if you'd rather be an extremist on the hard right, no problem, fine, you still get a lovely list of enemies, only they're different ones. Noisy minority groups, unions, Russia, weirdos, demonstrators, welfare sponges, meddlesome clergy, peaceniks, the BBC, strikers, social workers, communists, and, of course, moderates. And upstart actors. Now, once you're armed with one of these super lists of enemies, you can be as nasty as you like and yet feel your behaviors morally justified. So you can strut around abusing people and telling them you could eat them for breakfast and still think of yourself as a champion of the truth, a fighter for the greater good, and not the rather sad paranoid schizoid that you really are.
Brilliant.
I disagree with him 100%.
You do?
No, I'm kidding. That would be a stupid thing to disagree with him.
I agree. We were talking about Rocky Horror Picture Show during the break, and it led to Susan Sarandon being hot. I said I'd suck her old titties.
I need to see what she looks like right now.
But what the question I want to know is, what's the oldest dick that Tommy would suck?
Literally over 100. I would totally do it. I would totally do it.
You would blow a 100-year-old man?
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
story?
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
That's why I would fuck a guy. Just for the
Yes,
story.
like, imagine, I already know
Would you
I'm
fuck
good
a
at
100-year-old
it.
man? Would you suck a 100-man-year-old?
Yeah, if he had a clear and present mind.
Here's what we'll do, guys.
Yes, yeah.
Well,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah. No dimension, please. No
Yeah,
dimension.
if he was just like,
no
no,
PTSD, no dementia.
he comes up to me, a 100-year-old man comes up to me, he's like, I've been around a spell, and you want, there's a way for you
the
to...
most fuckable of all.
That's right.
And he's seen a lot of mouths.
My, you've got a very pretty mouth for a man. So,
All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll go see Rocky Horror. We'll go see Rocky Horror Picture Show all together, and then we'll go suck a 100-year-old man's dick together. Seems like a good Saturday.
So in.
Yeah.
I'm so in. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot of
No,
fun.
but seriously, I already know how good I am. Imagine an old dude where his wife's probably dead. He's lonely. Dude, his mind would be blown.
He'd be so happy.
Literally.
Have you ever, like...
It's probably been a while, too. So,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you
And the
think your
last-
mom has
Well-
ever given a blowjob?
Yes.
You're okay.
Wait, what?
I asked if he thinks his mom has ever
Yeah,
given
I
a
do.
blowjob.
Ever given?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mom
think so.
See, 'cause,
hasn't.
like, there are
What
people-
mom hasn't?
I don't think she loves it, though.
How do you know that, though?
I don't know. Because my mom, from the little bit of sex conversations I have had with my mom, and then my sister has had a lot more, the stuff that I gather, my mom doesn't like sex. My dad loves it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Maybe your mom's gay.
Could
I've
be.
honestly thought that.
Your mom, maybe she's gay.
She might be gay. She might be one of those like late in life lesbians. Like after my dad passes away.
I know so many of those.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Hi, this is Carol."
I think it's very common, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
She'd really like it if you called her Aunt Carol.
Or Mama Carol.
Mama Carol. She'd really like that. Guys. She would really like that.
Mom, I don't think you're gay. I don't think she
But
listens.
if you are, we accept you.
Yeah, I'll love you no matter what.
I wouldn't.
No?
You fucking.
You're not getting into God's
You're not
kingdom.
getting into God. You're not getting into God's kingdom. I can't do a Bane, but I can do a really good old man.
Yeah.
You will not get into God's kingdom.
Knock it off, you. Cut your shit, Mr. Man.
Now suck my 100-year-old dick.
It's almost better than the actual Bane you tried.
I heard this podcast with this Tommi fella. I heard he's really good at giving the blowjobs. I would really like to receive one.
I love it.
Well, you have to win the prize.
I'm 100 years
Oh,
old.
that's all you have to do. You have to be a 100-year-old man that doesn't have dementia.
You would okay, yeah, 100-year-old. That's fine. I'd
I
fuck
like
Helen Mirren.
See, I feel like the dick
She's
ages
like
like
80s.
Benjamin Button. Like
The dick
Like, it
ages.
gets smaller or it gets...
no,
Softer.
it gets, because we touch it so much, it gets more youthful. We're working the creases and wrinkles out of it as we go.
Okay, smoothing it out.
I've seen an old man's dick.
You don't think so?
No. I know so. I've seen a lot of old man dick.
Okay.
That's not true.
All right. Well,
You're
I had a hunch. I was wrong.
You're off.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. Old man dicks are grody.
Yeah. They're all wrinkly.
Okay.
The ball sack.
But wait, the ball sack doesn't count. Ball sacks are always that. I'm talking about.
The dick.
I'm talking about the dick itself.
The dick.
I feel like my dick's gotten smoother.
Do they get bigger because like old people's noses and ears are always growing? Are old men's dicks bigger?
No.
I don't think
You
so.
don't think?
No. If anything, I think they're smaller because it's worse blood flow.
It's like a raisin in the sun.
I got it. All right, Tommy, let's do some Tommies.
All right.
Oh wait, let's.
That looks like a screenshot of us.
That's actually, it's not a screenshot. It's the video that we just filmed.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Like, what does this mean?
That's a thumbnail of us. Okay, I just want to get the display back.
Have you guys smoked weed before?
Yes.
Okay.
I've done some marijuana. I've smoked marijuana. That's pretty funny. Okay, that's good enough.
Okay. All right. The first meme is a tweet, which I know you didn't like the first time.
No, I actually don't mind it. I think I was just busting your balls.
Okay. This one says, bagels are indica, donuts are sativa. And that's so accurate.
Yeah.
So very accurate. This next one, it's a girl's face saying, me watching the homeless man I gave food to look up to the sky and thank Jesus.
That's on
Motherfucker,
point.
and
That's
thank
on theme.
me.
Yeah.
That reminds me. She kind of
Fuck
looks like
Jesus?
somebody I hooked up with.
Oh, yeah?
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Nice.
Not great sex. And we both knew it and we
Yeah.
never saw each other again. I ran into her. She works at like a Chipotle.
Oh.
And I for the life of me, I would go there. There's the Chipotle near me. So I go to her. I'm like, you look so, in my head, I'm like, she looks so familiar. Like, how do I know her?
Oh, I've been inside.
I was like, oh my God. And then it occurred to me, they said like her name. I'm like, oh, that's how I know. We had bad sex.
Yeah.
We had bad intercourse. And she kind of looks like her a little bit.
Oh, well, that's a bummer that you had bad sex because that girl was cute.
She's cute.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bummer?
Yeah. Everyone
They're
I've
hot
ever
and it's just
seen.
not
Oh, yeah.
good.
That they're attractive and then it's bad sex. That's happened like once or twice.
All right. This is a scene from Talladega Nights. It says, we go together like Facebook and freedom of speech. Let's face it. And one guy says, yeah, but those are two things that don't really go together. And then he says, we go together like a bookshelf and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
That's funny.
That's a very good reference.
It's so bizarre.
If you haven't seen the Mark Zuckerberg press conference thing where he's talking about switching the name, was it switching the name
Yes.
to Meta?
Yeah.
And he's like, and in the background, he's got a bookshelf, and the thing holding the books in place is Sweet Baby Ray's.
That's awesome.
I love that. All right.
So strange. All right. When you don't find the marijuana edibles in your Halloween candy like the news warned you about, excuse me, what the fuck? And it's a skeleton being really annoyed.
That's cute.
Yes, and it makes it spooky.
Yes.
Is it like skeletons freak me out?
Just
Why?
Because I'm like, that's inside me.
Yeah.
It's so mind blowing.
That's why you should be fine with it, because you're around 3 skeletons.
Yeah,
right
I know.
now.
And that's
Yeah.
what's
4.
no. That's
What's
actually
skeleton?
that's actually what freaks me out.
Yeah.
And I've seen what her skeleton looks like at my day job. I know what that looks
Yeah.
like.
I like when they do the scientific recreation of a skeleton. They'll be like, here's the skeleton. Here's what scientists say it would look like. And it'll do like some crazy, like wild looking animal. And then it's a bunny.
That's funny.
they're kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, this is zoomed in or something. Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay, this is an old photo that says cracking open a boy with the cold one.
Say that again. The what?
An old photo.
Photo.
I believe this is a painting.
Like a Renaissance photo. Well, I guess it is a painting, whatever.
You dipshit.
No.
I believe this is a picture of
Somebody sucking somebody else.
some vampires,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh yeah, he's got. Look at his arms crossed in the back, just smiling.
You guys brought up vampires. Okay, so I'm working on something about the Count from Sesame Street.
Yes.
So the fact that he exists implies that he was just a Muppet. Like walking around, like 700 years ago, and then imagine a vampire attacking a Muppet.
I can totally
And,
imagine
like,
that. I think it'd be
turning
funny
him
because
up
they do that wiggly move.
He's like, ah.
But then, and that's why he's so obsessed with counting, because he's just counting the days that he's been alive, and it's his own.
It's his own
eternal
catharsis.
hell.
Depressing.
Yeah, it is. It's really sad when you think about the Count.
Good
do feel bad.
good follow on Twitter though. The Count.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
It was good.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the Count on Twitter just said they started a Twitter account about 10 years ago, and just every day they count.
Oh,
So they say
really?
The next number, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've never seen that.
And then this one says Twilight, but this is Bella and Edward. And then it's just them in weird photos.
Photos.
This one is a hot lady with a bare midriff, and then one bare midriff.
That's awesome.
I
Oh, the
love this
cute
one
little
the
guitar. It's
It
cute.
is very cute, and that is a hot lady.
She's hot. And my coffee art today is a cat letting off an atomic bomb. And look how cute that little cat and bomb are.
That's awesome.
Like a cat doing like, did I do that?
Yeah,
Oops.
He's
It's
got, like, the big old
normal.
eyes.
Yeah.
This one, callback from last week, definitely saying, oh, so it's like Cole's cash next time a man tries to explain crypto to me when I didn't ask. And it kind of is.
Sure, whatever. I don't care. I'm fine explaining it as a Ponzi scheme. You just got to get in early.
Right, exactly. No,
Like
I
I don't, and I'm in early, so I'm good with it. All right, let's tell some jokes. Also, make sure you subscribe and all, and tell people to
Yeah.
subscribe. Tell your friends about us. We have a good time here. We need 1 million more listeners, subscribers, all that stuff. So tell everybody and make it happen. I think it's your turn to go first, AJ.
Yes, it is. Hold on. Let me pull up. Okay. Shit. You always sneak it up on me so quickly.
Where she's done with her memes, and then we move on to the last segment like we always do.
Thousands of QAnon supporters showed up to Dealey Plaza on Tuesday because they believe that JFK Jr. is still alive, and conspiracy theorists say he was going to come out of hiding yesterday, but it appears of seeing JFK crashed and burned.
Because that's how he died.
I like it.
I like when people are always good, but he was so hot. He was so hot.
He was so hot.
He was so hot.
He was a good-looking fella.
Yeah, of course he was. He had good-looking parents.
I bet JFK, John F. Kennedy,
Yeah,
Sr.,
yeah,
would be like around 100.
probably. Probably older.
You think you'd, if you came
I
wheeling
would,
in
I
here?
would probably.
Blow
Oh
Jeff
yeah. Oh,
predict.
listen, JFK. I'm sucking. He's a president.
Right.
I've been watching the president show on the impeachment one. Who's the lady that's in all those shows? She's on like all the American Horror
Yeah, what the
Stories.
heck's her name?
And she's
Oh,
in-
that's Jonah Hill's sister.
no. Well, that's who's
What?
playing. That's
Monica.
Jonah Hill's sister's playing Monica, and she's very good. But the lady playing Linda Tripp is, what is her name?
That's gonna drive me nuts.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Sarah Paulson.
Yes.
Oh, I
Sarah
like her.
Paulson. And not only has she like been awesome and everything, but her playing Linda Tripp is incredible.
Really?
Like you don't even know it's her.
That's crazy.
Like she's wearing this fat suit and everything, so like she looks like Linda Tripp, but like just the way like her mannerisms are nothing like you've seen her in anything else, and like she's been a pretty prominent actor now for the better part of a decade. Mm-hmm.
She's been in
And
a lot of stuff.
yeah, she's like in a lot of stuff that guy's produced, and now you see her in this, and she's just fucking. Her
Completely
voice is
different,
different. It's a incredible performance, and I'm really enjoying the series because
I'm gonna
I
have to
really
watch
never
it.
paid attention to that shit when I was a kid because I was like middle school, high school age when all that shit was happening, so I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But now I'm paying attention and I was like, oh, this is, and it's dramatized and like way more exciting than it
Right,
would be
that-
Was the
on
OJ
TV.
one good too? Or
I
The
haven't watched that.
OJ one was great.
I didn't
it?
watch that
Yeah,
one.
that was great. That was the only one I really saw from beginning to
Yeah.
end. And then they did one about Giovanni Versace.
Yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
is the third season. All right. there was a fish found with a parasite that eats the fish's tongue, and then it becomes the fish's tongue. It's called the gene symbiote.
That's funny. I like that.
I ran that by a friend of mine today, and he goes, "What's a symbiote?" I'm like, "God damn it! I thought you were smarter than that."
Yeah.
Gym twos.
Oh, you
Yeah, I'll call him out.
you outed young James.
He's not that young. He's 40. He's 40 and he's married. He's on the
Young
other-
James.
Gym two.
40's still young.
He's young.
40 is the new 40.
He's awesome. So let me actually talk about something that Jim did this week. So he's doing a promo, and he did this animated. He's doing this festival down in Georgia, a comedy festival, and he animated a little PBR can that like floats around on his shoulder, and then like has a conversation with him, and it's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
And it's one of the things where like it makes me so upset that people don't pay attention to what he does. Like he does.
He's great.
He's hilarious. I mean, he's understated, and that's the thing that doesn't catch on with people because he's not trying to fucking shove it down your throat.
He's so
not
funny if you're paying
screaming.
attention.
If you just pay attention, but people got to stop going for this loud, dumb shit and pay attention to what Jim's doing, things like that, because it's so funny and clever, but you got to just slow down a little bit and pay attention. So follow at Jim Twos and check out the shit he does. It's great. Yeah,
Right
you should,
now.
you should follow him. And yeah, so and look for those people because they're out there. Those people that got the cool stuff going on, but they're not trying to like force you to pay attention to him.
He's not trying to fist you with his comedy.
Right, he's just trying to do comedy and hopes people appreciate it.
non-fister.
Yeah, he's a non-fister.
He's a non-fister. Yeah, follow the non-fisters.
2-finger guy? 3-finger guy?
I mean, I'm a 2-finger
He
guy.
can, he can do. Oh, are you asking him if he's, or are you asking if Jim's a one
yeah.
finger?
I don't know what
Jim.
Jim is. He's never fingered me.
Yeah, I've never been fingered by Jim.
But
But you know what? I imagine he's a one finger guy, but he
think
could do
so?
a lot with that
Ooh.
finger.
One
'Cause-
finger's little tease. That's honestly,
Yeah.
sometimes better. So
Yeah.
I am a 2-finger, but I do start with the 1 finger,
Well-
and then you work in the second. Now there are girls that want the 3rd finger, and if it's requested, they'll say something like, "Want to give me the 3rd finger?"
I fisted someone once.
Please have one. Have you?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
You fisted a girl?
yeah.
How was it?
I mean,
Now you
for
fisted
me,
her, or
I
did
was
you
I
actually
just
punch her?
I shoved my fist in her vagina. It was all right. Yeah, there we go.
And she had a good time.
Yeah,
They
she
just
enjoyed it.
Does not feel.
I had
I mean, you know,
I had 4 in a good amount of my palm in a girl once.
yeah.
But
You gotta like
I mean, let's see
like
how.
one of those. You can't like just.
Oh, I'm just trying to compare his fists. Mine's a little bit bigger than yours, but they're comparable.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
like
even
I
want
don't
my
think
fist
I don't
in
think if
my
you're a
vagina.
girl, you're noticing the difference between my fist and your fist. If you're a guy, you are. But we pay attention to measurements more.
Yeah, no, I don't want it.
Let's see. Let's see
I
your
don't
little
want
fist.
it, but I don't want this in my vagina.
I would take the ring off.
Well, yeah, okay, so that's fine. You know.
You don't want to lose it. It looks like an expensive.
You
ring.
don't like punch it. Like you gotta like work it in.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
it like this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
more
more-
kind
It's
of
more
like,
of a beak.
yeah, it's more of a beak.
Beaking?
Yeah.
Why isn't it called beaking?
I don't know why my forearm's doing all
Or
the work.
muppeting. I mean, it could be a muppet.
Yeah, your sock puppet. You're turning her vagina into a sock puppet.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Hey, Bert.
Hey, Bert. That's funny.
All right.
So
let's see it,
this joke's a deep cut.
This is the one that
This
you're afraid
one's-
that we're not going to get. Okay.
Yeah, this one, if you get it, it's really funny.
Okay, let's
If
see
you
it.
don't get it, you're just gonna be, I don't get it.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so 2 people are dead and 1 are injured at an ABBA tribute concert in Sweden yesterday. And do I think foul play was involved? I do.
What song is that? I know that
It's
song.
an
though.
ABBA song.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
is.
like-
It's called I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
I think I had
get
that
it, I
CD.
get
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there's enough context there to know that it's funny.
Yeah, okay.
I
okay.
appreciate it.
Well, that's
Is there something in the
Sweden.
news right now about ABBA? Or was this
Yeah,
just
the one people dying.
Yeah, so 2 people died at an ABBA tribute
Oh,
show.
so that was legit. Okay. That's they still play shows?
A
ABBA
tribute show.
show.
But they are
It's a tribute.
reuniting.
Yeah.
They are
I,
reuniting. I love ABBA.
Wait,
Yeah?
speaking
I'm
of
such
dying
an
at
ABBA fan.
tribute show.
Yeah, imagine that. didn't even die to see
Right,
ABBA.
it
You
wasn't
died
legit.
to see tradition.
Oh my
And like
God.
how fucking rowdy do they get? I didn't know ABBA's bands got that rowdy.
Well, you know what they say every time you go to an ABBA show, you're you're gonna have to take a chance, 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 take a chance.
You did it twice. You did it.
Take a chance, 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 take a
You're
chance.
pretty good
I'm
at
not
this.
jumping in.
Take a chance on me.
I went to the Rock Hall inductions on Saturday.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome.
My buddy worked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he worked for Foo Fighters.
Oh, that's
From
crazy.
Thursday through Sunday.
That's really
He
cool.
he took them all the way down. Well, he was working more with the crew.
Yeah.
But he was a runner for the Foo Fighters.
That's very cool.
And he said that he was like, the band was great. Nice.
Yeah.
He's the most interaction he had with any member of the band was Pat Smear, the guitarist there.
But it was like I was very emotional for like the first part because it was for what's her name?
Super emotional.
Super
You
emotional.
don't even know her
Yeah,
fucking name.
it's been almost
Tina
a week.
Turner?
Not Tina Turner. Tina Turner, I got emotional too, but she
I love
wasn't
Tina
there.
Turner.
Who's the lady? The Tapestry, Carole King.
Oh, Carole King.
yeah. So Carole King getting inducted was like because it's like overdue. Like I know she's not like a
Way
rock
overdue.
star, but
Yeah.
she's written so many songs. I didn't know she wrote all the songs that she wrote.
Oh, she's
and
fantastic.
she's
yeah.
fantastic. So like her performing, Taylor Swift performed. Like there were so many celebrities. I went over it all on the Alan Cox Show. You can listen to it weekdays 2 to 6:30 on 100.7 WMMS or on the iHeartRadio app. Done. And yeah, it was just really cool. Eminem came out, and when Eminem came out, I had this hunch that he was going to be there, but I didn't want to say it out loud because I didn't want to jinx it. And then when he came out, I like my date like jumped back because I go, I fucking knew it.
That's funny. He was there to tribute Carole King.
Yes. Yeah.
The real Slim Shady there.
Yeah.
He was. I always knew he was a big Carole
He
King fan.
loves
I could
Carole
hear
King, yeah.
Carole King and his.
Dave Chappelle was there. Like it was just an amazing night. Like it was really cool.
Who closed the show? Was it Foo Fighters?
Foo Fighters, yeah.
that's
Foo
what I
Fighters
thought.
closed it, and they with Paul McCartney doing
Inducted
Get
them.
Back, yeah.
Oh,
But they
that's
sang
cool.
Get Back, and that was the last number of the night.
That is such a commercial.
Yeah.
That was a commercial.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
they
it?
closed down a commercial. No, because fucking what's his name? Peter Jackson's doing the new Beatles documentary. He's releasing in 3 parts. It's called Get Back.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had to.
I didn't know about the.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, that
whatever.
makes
It was
sense. Yeah,
still.
but still,
I
but
still
there's-
got to see Paul McCartney perform a song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
that's
With the Foo Fighters.
Fighters.
So yeah,
that's
I'm
cool.
pretty fucking stoked about that.
And who else? Todd Rundgren.
Todd
Who
Rundgren,
inducted
but he
Todd
didn't
Rundgren?
show. Ringo Starr.
Oh,
Did he? No, Ringo Starr did Billy Preston. Who did Todd Rundgren? I don't remember. But Todd Rundgren didn't go because he's
Right.
always been kind of a curmudge about them. But they played this speech from like that he's like if I was ever asked to be in the Hall of Fame, he's like if I was ever nominated, I wouldn't accept, and if I ever was elected, I wouldn't serve. And that was like the last thing that they played. I'm like, that's pretty funny.
that's cool. Do you remember when the Sex Pistols got inducted?
No.
I was at the simulcast because I used to a lot more than I used to
Yeah.
when I used to, but I used to go to the simulcast and the Sex Pistols were no shows,
Yeah.
but they wrote a letter and it was like illegible.
Yeah.
But like Jan Wenner,
Jan Winter.
Yeah.
He was the president back then.
yeah, he read the letter on stage, and he was essentially like, "This is why you're in."
Yeah.
Like this is exactly
That's
why
funny,
you're in. Yeah.
Jay-Z gave a speech. It was a cool night. The Go-Go's fucking ruled.
Oh yeah, I love the
Go-Go's. And
Go-Go's.
they fucking ripped it.
They're
And Drew Barrymore inducted them. It
Our
was
lips
a
are
great night.
sealed, dude.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It's so good.
Yeah. All right.
You know, Belinda Carlisle is a drummer.
Belinda Carlisle's a fucking fox.
She's great. You know who's hot, dude?
Who's that?
Susanna Hoffs,
Oh yeah.
the singer from the Bengals.
Oh,
she
yeah,
looks
yeah,
even
yeah.
better now,
Dang.
Yeah.
and she's like 65.
It was funny watching the Go-Go's because they look like a bunch of like our age moms, like just like rocking out, and I was like, I fucking love this, and like I'm weirdly turned on.
Go-Go's are great.
Anyway, my turn for a joke. A 24-year-old Turkish woman has been declared the world's tallest woman by the Guinness Book of World Records. Rumeysa Gelgi, at 7 foot and 0.7 inches, is the tallest woman, but the title of the biggest bitch is still held by Kevin Durant for signing with the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'll never stop taking those shots, KD. Yeah, still a bitch move. Bitch move.
Yeah, I'm still not happy that he did that.
Cavs are good.
Yeah, they are,
Cavs are
dude.
good.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
My joke?
Yeah.
The oldest surviving Miss America passed away yesterday at the age of 97 of natural causes, and that has hand down the most bizarre talent in the history of the competition.
I like that one.
Thank you.
All right, we're going a little long, so I got to run through these real fast. That was a good joke.
Thank you.
I love the genuine reaction of Tommi. Really. A man in Bosnia built his wife a rotating house as a monument of love. The house can turn 360 degrees. Yeah, the house can turn 360 degrees. Every alcoholic's dream, a house that can also get the spins.
So you'll just feel like you're just standing still.
Oh yeah, good point.
If you time it up right, yeah.
You're timing up right there.
Yeah.
You go. That's cool.
What's the reason?
She wanted to be able to see everything, like rearrange the house and like have like different views from different
Okay.
windows.
All right.
And he's like, yeah, I'll make that happen. He's retired, and he built her a house on like a motor that like
That's
spins
cool.
it around.
That's
It's pretty. It's like
romantic.
it's really sweet. And also in Bosnia, I imagine they're all alcoholics.
There's not really much to do.
Yeah.
The Pentagon says that China could have 1,000 warheads by the year 2030. And while my dad says that it'll be cheap and easy to break because it's cheap Chinese-made shit, I feel like the wording on that was clunky.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's all right. You had to.
I wrote
go
it
to the last
quick.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Facebook is going to shut down facial recognition. Oh, man. Facebook is. I've been talking for 6 hours every day when we do this. We don't record this in the morning. I did a podcast. I did the Alan Cox show, and then I do this. So it's a lot of talking. Facebook is going to shut down facial recognition systems and delete face prints of 1 billion people from their database. Wink.
Liars.
Of course they're lying. They're like, oh yeah, they're just like, yeah, it's all deleted now. It's all gone. We don't
right.
want your face information.
Trust us.
Yeah. Now buy this new technology that goes on your face.
Henry Kissinger says that artificial intelligence is just as dangerous but less predictable than nuclear weapons. Kind of like Henry Kissinger.
I didn't even know he was still alive.
I didn't know either.
He's a 100-year-old man, Tommy.
Is he?
Yeah,
So
he's
Henry
98.
Kissinger's-
Yeah.
He's 98. What a fucking piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
Fucking animal.
All right.
I hope he dies. Well, that was
that your
just
last
a
joke?
couple minutes. Yeah, that was my last
Okay,
joke.
my last joke. Addicts are upset their drug of choice, heroin, is short on supply, making it more expensive than ever. They think that's bad. Wait till they get clean and see how high gas prices are.
There's gas prices.
I don't
going
look
up
at gas
there.
prices because
There's no
I have to
point.
drive.
Yeah.
Anyways, I truly don't know what it is.
It's like
close to
I filled up to
$3.
like $3.30 today. It was like,
$3.30?
yeah, yeah.
It's like her rump.
I'll just do
I'm
heroin.
walking to work.
I'll just do heroin instead.
That's funny.
And the article goes on about like how there's they're like, and all we can get is fentanyl. I'm like, well, you could just stop doing heroin. They're like, no, we're not gonna stop.
No, we're not just gonna stop doing
stop. We can't just stop. We're heroin addicts. We gotta do something. So we'll do the fentanyl, even though it's killing us. But I'm not gonna stop. It's a public health crisis.
It is. Yeah.
It's really bad. It's the bigger pandemic we don't talk about.
For
It's not
sure,
good.
yeah.
It's not good at all.
That's for sure.
But if you find Jesus Christ, he won't accept you because you were a dirty drug addict.
You fucking
you gotta
stupid idiot.
Yeah, he made you so that you are addicted to drugs, and then he's going to reject you until you get off them.
You were born broken, and now I'm ordering you to be well.
But
Why the fuck you
but
make
I'll
me
give you no
broken?
proof or help,
That's right. No proof or help.
and not
You
even
gotta
and
figure
not even a
this out.
healthcare system that really cares about you. Good
There's like,
luck.
no, there is proof and help. You just have to believe this ridiculous story that happened 2,000 years ago with no proof.
Did you see that article about the lady that went to the hospital, like the emergency room, and then waited like 6 hours and then just left because she wasn't seen and then was charged like $700?
Oh my God! What?
No, yeah.
Just for waiting?
Wait, just for waiting, yes.
That's
bullshit.
insane.
America.
It's the greatest country in the world. Greatest country in the world. All right. Thank you guys for checking out this week's episode of the Bill Squire Show. We'll be back next week. Tell your friends about it. You guys got anything you want to promote? I got my weekly show at High and Dry. I'm doing a show headlining at Hatfields in Camps Corner on November 13th. You can get tickets on my Instagram at Bill Squire. I put it in my story pretty regularly, or just search Bill Squire Hatfields on Google. Ada?
Weekly Humorist, subscribe.
Okay. And Tommy?
I have recently been updating my ManyVids, which is just if you don't want to sign up for like an OnlyFans fan
Oh,
site
just
thing,
buy them one at a
you
time.
can buy just the videos. So I've been updating that. I'm still adding more. So
It's a la
follow
carte.
me there. It's
Yeah.
a la carte, yes. Tommy, I'll see you on there. And then make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us.
Yes, please do.
Please.
All right,
It's
we'll see you
important.
guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
I like how I like kind of sit out of the goodbye. But Bill's
just
like, follow us
you're
next
already
week.
gone.
Yeah, Bill's.
This is the Bill Squire Show.